Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another model. And this is not the one that I'm going to do a review on, because I already did a review on that. The model just came in this box here. You know, JC Wings dropped the ball. I'm just letting you know that now. But anyway, today you're going to be reviewing a JC Wings Qantas Airbus A380-800 in the gold Wallabies livery in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Troy's Toys based out of Overland Park, Kansas. His website is www.troystoysinc.com. Before I get into this model review, allow me to share you some information about the history of Qantas, if you would, please. Qantas was founded on November 16, 1920 in Winton, Queensland, and commenced operations the following year in 1921, and the airline's first aircraft was an Avro 504K. Qantas is the third oldest airline in the world based on foundation date after KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines, and Aviator, and still continues to operate under the same name today as it was when the airline was formed on November 16, 1920. The Qantas name comes from Qantas, an acronym for its original name, which stands for Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Services. Qantas also has another nickname that the airline calls itself, the Flying Kangaroo. Qantas is the national flag carrier of Australia and the country's largest airline based on fleet size, international flights, and international destinations served. The headquarters of Qantas is located at the Qantas Centre, which is located in the city of Botany Bay, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, while the airline's main base of operations is located on the grounds of the Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport, which is located approximately 5 miles south of the city centre in the suburb of Muscat in Sydney, Australia. The airline also operates hubs from Brisbane Airport, located in Brisbane, Australia, and Melbourne Airport, which is located in Tullamarine, a suburb of Melbourne, Australia. The airline's secondary hubs are located at Adelaide Airport, located in Adelaide, South Australia, Dubai International Airport, located in Dubai, Perth Airport, located in Perth, Western Australia. And the airline's focus cities are Cairns International Airport, located in Cairns, Queensland, Australia, Darwin International Airport, located in Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia, and Los Angeles International Airport, located in Los Angeles, California. Qantas flies to 20 domestic destinations and 21 international destinations in 14 countries across Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania, with a fleet of 118 Airbus and Boeing aircraft. And as of 2016, or at the time of this video review posting, Qantas currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. Alright folks, this is the box you're looking at. Like I said, this is not the actual model, so we're going to get past to that part, okay? And this is the back of the box here. Nothing you see back there except the warnings, and then there's the Facebook decal right there. You can go to their Facebook page and get information about current and future releases as well through their social media page, okay? This is the top of the box here, you see here. And this is the bottom of the box you see there, okay? Alright folks, and this is the model stand that actually came with the model. And you see that pattern right there, that black pattern right there. So when you put the model on the stand, that'll prevent the model from getting damaged or scratched, okay? And then you see the custom plaque here, something JC Wings has been doing since 2013. See the Qantas title, the logo, the aircraft type, and the model scale information on this custom plaque as well. And this plastic bag you see here, these are the gear replacements featuring the 2 little toothpicks. Stay tuned as I go into detail for the purpose of these gear replacements for this model, okay? Okay, with all that information out of the way about the history of Qantas, the box in here, like as I mentioned earlier, this is not the actual model. The model stand and the gear replacements. With no further ado, folks, here is the model. Alright, there it is, the JC Wings Qantas Airbus A380-800 in the gold Wallabies special livery in a 1/200 scale model. Now allow me to share you some information about the gold Wallabies livery you see displayed here on this aircraft, please. The Qantas Airbus A380-800, bearing the registration ship number VH-OQH, made its debut wearing the special decals in support Qantas sponsorship of the Australian rugby union team, the Wallabies. Qantas applied the gold Wallabies decals on this aircraft on August 25th through 26, 2015. The aircraft took off on its first flight in the special livery, which features the Qantas kangaroo rocking a Wallabies gold jersey and the legend Go Wallabies on the side of the aircraft when it departed Sydney for Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, operating as Qantas Flight 7 on August 27, 2015. This aircraft was used to fly the Wallabies rugby team to and from London for the Rugby World Cup that was held from September 18, 2015 to October 31, 2015 in various venues throughout England and Wales, as England was the host country for the tournament. So, with all that information out of the way about this special livery you see here on this aircraft, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details and information on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's roll. Okay, now you're looking at the port side of this aircraft, the left side. We're starting with the realistic nose gears right here, featuring the gears and the struts, featuring the nose gear right here with the partial registration on there, QH right there. There's the pitot tubes, the static port, the nose cone. There's another pitot tube over there. I'll show you a different angle of that later on in the review. There's the windshield wipers in the cockpit window. I'll show you a better view of those at another side model view later on, okay? But this name right here you see between the cockpit windows and the L1 door, Reginald Ansett. Okay, that's the name of this aircraft. And Reginald Ansett was an Australian businessman and aviator. He was best known for founding Ansett Transport Industries Limited, which owned one of Australia's two leading domestic airlines between 1957 and 2001, including the now defunct airline Ansett Australia. Reginald Ansett was born in 1909 and died in 1981. And then you come right here by the L1 door right here, as well as the L2 door right here, as well as the third door up here on the upper part of the fuselage there. Okay, that is the One World logo. And Qantas is a founding member of the One World Alliance and has been a member of the alliance since February 1st, 1999, which consists of 15 airline members from 6 inhabited continents. And the other airlines includes American Airlines, British Airways, and Cathay Pacific were the other 4 founding members, okay? And then there's the Wallabies logo right here, the Qantas logo right there, Stranger as One decal right there as well. And then you see the Qantas title right there as well, okay? And then you come right here. There's the inboard landing light right there on the edge of the wing there as well, okay? All right, we're still on the port side of this aircraft still. You see these big massive engines right here, featuring the Qantas logo here on the engines as well. These are the Rolls-Royce Trent 972-84 engines that are used on this particular Qantas Airbus A380-800 aircraft, okay? Very detailed engine cones here as well. I'm gonna turn this model around, let you see the turbo fan blades, and the turbo fan blades do spin, folks. All right, now you're looking at the front angle of these engines on the port side, featuring the engine strikes here as well as here, and the turbo fan blades do spin, as I mentioned earlier. You see here, right here, and then over here as well. Perfect. And then you got a better view of the inboard landing light right here on the edge of the wing, as well as the bogey gears down here on the port side there as well, okay? Now you're looking at the engines on the starboard side, featuring the engine strikes over here as well. Turbo fan blade spin over here. Perfect. And they spin here as well. Excelente, okay? And you got a better view of the inboard landing light here on the starboard side there as well, okay? As well as the triple bogey gears here on the starboard side there as well, okay? All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft. You got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the pitot tubes, the nose cone. See the static ports on both sides here on the port side, as well as the starboard side as well. See the nose gears featuring the gear struts and the gear lights right there inside the gear doors, as well as the gear doors there as well. So with that said, I'm gonna take it back to the port side because there's more information to share with you over there as well, okay? Okay, now you're looking at the winglets here, the nice little big winglets there, featuring the double red navigation lights right there on the edge of the wing there as well, okay? Okay, now you're looking at the bogey gears here on the starport side right here, as well as the center bogey gears on this side here as well. All right, very detailed there. Okay. You also see the Go Wallabies titles right there. That's very unique. Okay, now we're back on the port side of the rear of the aircraft. We see the Australian flag right there by the door right here, the upper door right there. This is the Australian flag, folks, and this flag represents the country where Qantas operates from as the national flag carrier for the country of Australia. Okay, and then we come to the registration ship number right here by the Australian flag, VH-OQH. Registration ship number VH-OQH. This was the 8th Qantas Airbus A380-800 aircraft to enter the airline's fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on August 28, 2009 and was delivered to Qantas on January 31st, 2011. Wow. And right below the windows here, you see the Airbus A380 decal. Qantas became the third carrier to acquire the Airbus A380-800 aircraft after Singapore Airlines and Emirates, receiving their very first Airbus A380-800 aircraft on September 19, 2008. And at the back of the aircraft, you're looking at the Wallabies decal right here, the Team Wallabies decal right here. This is the Australian rugby team's logo, which resembles that of a wallaby. Okay. Okay. Now at the back of the tail here, you see the Airlines logo right here. The Qantas logo resembles that of a kangaroo, which was first introduced in 1944 and was remodified in 2007. And the kangaroo is rocking a gold Wallabies jersey you see here, folks. Okay, and also features the partial registration ship number here at the edge of the tail, QH. Right. Okay, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft. You see the APU exhaust hole right here. It's very real there. And then there's the strobe light right there. You know, you don't know what the APU stands for. This stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. That's what this hole is called here, folks. All right. And now you're looking at this whole aircraft from the rear view angle. Boy, it's big. It's a beauty, though. Whew. All right, now we're looking at this aircraft on the starboard side, where you see the nose gears, the struts, the realistic struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number, the static port, the pedal tubes, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, cockpit windows, windshield wipers, the original Ansett, that's the name of the aircraft, the Stronger as One decal, along with the Qantas decal and the Wallabies decal, featuring the front cargo container door. You see the Qantas title right here, displayed here, along with the inboard landing light. And you see the Go Wallabies decal right there across the aircraft, as well as these big, massive engines here as well, featuring the Qantas logo on both engines, very detailed there. You're also looking at the winglets here, featuring the double green navigation lights on this side here as well. And you got a side view of these Rolls-Royce Trent engines here, featuring the logos on both engines there, very unique detail. And you got a good glimpse of the bogie gears here on the starboard side here, as well as the center bogie gears here as well. Okay. Okay, we're at the center and the back of the aircraft. We see the Go Wallabies live decal right here, along with the Australian flag, the registration ship number, the Airbus A380 decal, the Go Wallabies decal, and the Airlines logo here, featuring the Wallabies jersey right there as well, and featuring the partial registration ship number on the edge of the tail there as well. Okay. Okay, I will show you one feature, which is the gears, but anybody knows they have the 380 mod, you know the gears do not roll that good on there, so I'm not going to waste my time rolling the gears, because the gears might fall off, so I don't waste my time with that. Okay, but I am going to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft and the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft. Okay, so with that said, here is the model from the bird's eye view. Okay, let's start at the front part of the aircraft, looking from the bird's eye view. There's the nose cone, the pedal tubes, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. See the Qantas titles on both sides of the aircraft. High frequency antenna there, Wi-Fi box there, a couple of beacon antennas there, another antenna there, and there's another antenna there. And then there's the ADF antenna right there in 3D. Here's the tail here. And then you see this little dot right here, as well as over here. Those are the luminary lights that light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime, okay? Now let's check out these big old wings. Okay, no wing walkway, but there's the big Rolls-Royce Trent 972-84 engines here. Engine strikes right here as well. Then the flaps, slats, ailerons, and spoilers and all that good stuff. And then there's the fuel dump valve right here, as well as the winglet right here as well. Same over here, folks. There's the engines there, flaps, slaps, ailerons, and spoilers and all that good stuff. Fuel dump valve right here, as well as the winglet there as well. Okay. Now you're looking at the belly view of this aircraft, the nose cone, the closed nose gear door, the open nose gear door with the nose gear there. Then you come here. There's the anti-collision beacon light right here, the hole where the stand goes in at. The center bogey gears here. They tilt. Okay. And then you come back here. A couple antennas there. And then there's the APU housing doors right there, back here, okay? And then there's the horizontal stabilizer right there, Then we come to the gears over here. The gears here right there, very detailed. There's the engines right there. Fuel dump valve right there. Registration ship number and the winglet there as well. Let's come over here, folks. Gears tail, okay. There's the engines right here, right there. Fuel dump valve and the wing tips right there as well. Okay, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft and the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft in its entirety and detail, now I'm going to put it on that big humongous stand that I showed you earlier. So okay, so no further ado, here is the model on the stand, folks. Okay, I finally got this model on the stand with no hesitation. I had a little challenge there on there. It's kind of slanted, but I finally got it on point. You're looking at this model from the port side, okay? All the gears intact. Now you're looking at this model from the front angle with the gears intact, and you got the model on the stand, okay? And looking at this model from the starboard side with all the details and the decals on there, what have you, to go Wallabies decal and all that stuff. Unique, folks. And finally, looking at this model from the tail cam angle. If any of y'all rode a 380, you sit in one of your seats, you'll see this model in the tail camera just like this, folks, okay? Okay, before I take this model off the stand, I got in this position, and the reason I got in this position is the gears here. I'm going to take them off right now, starting with the front gear here. And they are magnetic, you see there. The bogey gear here on this side. It's magnetic as well. It's magnetic, the back gears, center gears. The center gears here on the starboard side. Right there. And the bogey gear here on the starboard side, okay? There you go. So, with that said, I got all the gears off here. I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle, right? So here it is. Now you find seeing this model in flight mode without the gears. Now you got one or two options from this point on. You can choose to leave them without the gears, display it in flight mode, you see it there. But if you choose to, here are these gear replacements that I mentioned earlier in the model review. That's the purpose of these gear replacements, to display to substitute the gears while you display your model in in-flight mode. Or you can do like I do, keep them in gear down position like I do. It makes the model more attractive and appealing, okay? So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take the model stand, go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? All right, now the seating configuration. This Qantas Airbus A380-800 aircraft seats 484 passengers in a 4-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, folks. From rows 1 to 5, that'll be from here to here. You have 14 first class suites and rows 11 to 22. That'll be like from here to right here. You have 64 fully flat business class skybed seats. Rows 24 to 28, which is the upper deck. That'll be from here to here. You have 35 premium economy class seats. And rows 32 to 36, which is about from here to here. And rows 48 to 88, which is like from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft on the lower deck. You have a total of 371 economy class seats, which brings a total of 484 seats. Qantas utilizes the Airbus A380-800 on routes from Sydney to Dallas-Fort Worth, Los Angeles, Hong Kong, Dubai, London Heathrow via Dubai. And from Melbourne to Los Angeles, Dubai, London Heathrow via Dubai. Well, folks, this concludes this mile review. Please rate and subscribe. Leave your comments and suggestions. I know if you got this mile review or you plan on getting this mile review. Other than the flaw that JC Wings dropped the ball on, it's still a good model to have, folks, okay? So with that said, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more coming.